penguin.
You know what I always do in a flight lands to just be a little bit of a badass?
Clap.
No, no.
You take
What?
your seatbelt off
That's not-
immediately?
Mm-hmm.
Right when the plane lands?
Right when the plane lands, I go, and they're like, please keep your seatbelt on. And I
You're
go,
like, nah.
And I always hit the guy next to me, and I'm always like,
Yeah, really?
yeah.
Okay. I don't believe that. Sitting up, biting my fucking lip, punching myself in the face. We're back. Asleep on a Forklift, episode 31. I already don't like this angle. Fuck.
Oh, very nice. I didn't move that at all. I think maybe it got moved when we were doing cleanup. Because, but Max cleaned up. It was dirty for a while, and then Max cleaned up the house a little bit. It's pretty nice. I enjoyed it. Coming home to a clean home, the best. What do I talk like?
No.
Huh?
What are you talking about? All right,
Just
we're
how
starting
clean
over.
the house
We're starting
was.
over. Shut up.
All right.
Do you have anything to talk about today? Because I really
Not
don't.
really. I don't. We're just gonna fuck around.
Episode 31, Asleep on a Forklift. We're back. Fred's got some life-changing news. Go ahead, Fred.
Yeah. So I just found out that I have AIDS.
Oh, I knew it.
You
That's
knew
why
it?
you're so small.
Well,
You're actually
no,
an
I
AIDS
just
baby.
contracted
Your
the
mom
AIDS.
has AIDS.
Because
You're like Forrest
Jonathan
Gump.
Van Ness is at Stand Up Live, and
Dude,
he
that pisses
breathed
me
on
off.
me.
That pisses me off like fucking.
Oh,
A man in a
gets you
dress with a
going?
beard. I want to punch that fucker in the head.
Dude, it was. I mean, he can do
I'll go
whatever
on the
he
record.
wants. I don't mind.
Ugh.
I don't mind it. That part's not the part that I don't like. I don't like his stand up.
I don't like the way he looks or his stand-up, actually. And I haven't even seen it. I can
You
just
know-
tell you a guy in a dress with a beard, I'm not going to like. I'll tell you that much.
No, and you'd be right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Fred, you
also
need to
don't
start
like.
judging people based on how they look more.
No, I don't think I do.
No, you
I think
do,
it's a
'cause
good
that's
thing
an
if
easy
you
one.
don't do that.
No, that's an easy
What
one.
I
That's a
don't-
little layup, you know? You
I
can go,
don't-
oh, dress, beard, don't like.
He's not in great shape, but he wears very tight dresses, so like you can see his
I
muffin
think,
top.
see, you're
that I don't like.
You're missing what
I
you shouldn't
also
like.
don't like how
Shut
short.
the fuck up!
All right, what do you want to say?
It's a man in a dress. That's what you shouldn't fucking like. Not that his dress doesn't fit well, you. What you shouldn't like is that it's a man in a fucking dress. Is that
No.
hard to wrap your fucking head around, you stupid liberal fuck?
I really don't mind guys.
such a
I'm never
little
gonna wear a
liberal,
fucking dress.
libtard,
Why does it bug
snowflake
you
pussy.
so bad if a guy wears a dress? Why is
Oh,
that?
I don't know, because it's the gayest fucking thing you can do.
So what? So and
Does it bother me? No, it's just like that's like Western civilization failing. That's why it bothers me.
you don't think that happens in Eastern civilization?
No, because they stone those people or throw them off of fucking roofs.
All of Thailand, ladyboys, invented it.
That's Eastern civilization though. That's like all tourists and no one gives a fuck about. It's not. We're not going. The epimode of fucking society is Thailand and Asia minus Japan.
I'm just not. It just doesn't. It doesn't get me going. Like I guess it gets you going. I'm not.
It pisses me off.
To each
should
their
piss,
own.
It should piss you off too.
Doesn't piss me. I don't know
Well, you're
what
just a pussy,
to
then.
get mad about.
You're a
though.
pussy.
We know this.
Admit
this
you're a
isn't, yeah, we've always known I'm a pussy, dude.
Fucking that's
I
so.
whine, and I complain all the time.
Have some backbone.
I'm
Be
weak.
a man.
I do have a little bit of backbone. I fight back sometimes.
Yeah, against what?
If physical violence, your physical violence,
Gay,
I'll fight
dude.
back against it.
Gay. Sometimes.
All
I'll
the
tell
time.
you what. If someone tried to do what I'm doing to you, to me, I wouldn't let it fucking happen.
I think
I'll
it's a
tell you that much.
difference. Okay, but what if it was the exact same like dimensions? Like the guy that was fighting you, that was
I have
beating you
to-
up, was also
Was a 7-foot fucking tall monster.
that also knew how to fight way better than even you do.
I wouldn't submit. I'll tell you that. About
I don't
listen,
submit. Do you think
yeah.
I submit?
Yeah. You
No, I fight back.
I know.
How else?
Also, it's not like this is like a fucking thing that happens all the time. It's just I'll punch you when I get mad at you.
I know it.
You don't do anything. You go.
Well, because I have punched you back, and it ends up I get punched harder.
I don't recall you ever striking back.
I have. I only did it once because then I got hit real hard, and I was like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'm done with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just take the light punches.
But you do like me.
I do like you.
See?
Yeah.
We're
well,
still
no,
buds.
not in a gay way. Come
Yeah,
on,
okay,
you're
we're
gay,
buddies.
dude. You're
We're
being
buddies.
gay. See now, look at you.
We're
What are you gonna put
buddies.
on a dress next?
Yeah.
You're
Well,
really-
it fucking,
you're taking
you
a
wouldn't.
turn.
You wouldn't have a fucking
I
problem.
wouldn't have a
with
problem with it. I
You
would
go,
make fun of you.
I'm
I'd
so
make-
glad that you're being yourself.
No, I would make fun
I
of you.
just shrunk 3 more inches. Wee.
Dude, what is that?
it. That's you. That's my impression of you.
I
Just
honestly
getting
could
smaller
go.
by the fucking second.
I could get smaller. I wouldn't
You're
mind getting
withering away.
smaller. 5'5" is a bad height to be. I think, because I'm not that short. Like, I'm definitely short, but
No,
I'm
you're
not
short.
that.
Everyone thinks you're short.
Yeah, but I'm not.
It's
as
what everyone
short.
says about you.
I know it's one of my, but it's not. I'm not like the shortest you could be. There are shorter people than me
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, if I were shorter, it'd probably be even better for me.
If you're a fucking midget.
Yeah.
So you're
dude.
wishing you were a
If
midget?
I were the next Brad Williams, yeah, it'd be great.
You know what's
for
weird?
me.
You can't say midget. People get pissed if you say it now, and it's not fucking midgets. You know.
I mean, I can't speak on the thing. I do.
I
I've
mean,
heard
you know
it.
what?
I've
Make your
heard.
stance, Fred. You're allowed to. You're like a fucking
I'm right
liaison
there.
for the midgets.
No, it's actually 4. I've looked this up a bunch of times. 4'9" is technically little person, and then above that.
Remember those?
Also, little person isn't better than midget.
You know
I'd
that-
rather be midget than little person.
You remember those like car seat commercials where it was like 4'9" is the magic number? You remember those? You didn't grow
No,
up
I
with TV.
didn't. No. There was a.
Maybe that's why you didn't grow.
because I didn't have television.
Yeah.
My brother's 5'8".
Did he have TV?
I mean, no, is the
Yeah,
same as me.
makes sense.
I had TV. I
Family
like.
full of short. How tall was your dad?
I think he says he was 5'7", but I was taller
Oh,
than
your
him at
dad's
the
even
end.
short. Okay.
My dad was like 5'5". My mom is 5'2".
There's a fucking
I'm
colony of
5'5".
midgets out there, dude.
Yeah, dude. Well, okay, again.
Everyone in Alaska.
This was funny as fuck, dude. My I actually grew up with like a midget, but like not a real one. Like proportionally,
And that was your dad.
the right size. No. My neighbors in high school were these twins that were like
Did you
6'4"
grow up on
white
fucking
people.
the short block? Like, what's going on?
No. They were 6'4". Their parents were both tall. Dad was like 6'1". Mom was 5'10". They were both 6'2", 6'3". But then they adopted 2 Chinese girls, like from over
Were they hot?
from China.
Uh-huh.
I mean, no.
They're like super cheap. Fuck.
I mean, yeah, I'll believe it. One of them was like 5'2" ish, 5'2", 5'3", but then the other one
Did they
was like
speak
4'8".
English?
Yeah, they spoke English. They were adopted as babies.
Yeah, but they're like Asian, so
Huh?
you know how their brains work.
True. Yeah, they keep themselves small. Is that?
No, it's just their brains. Their brains adapt quickly. So even if they're babies over there, they come over here and be like, "Oh."
They come out.
This is like episode 31 in a row of using an Asian accent on this fucking podcast.
I think it's gonna become a staple for a wrong time.
Oh, a staple shrash.
Staple.
I smell. Yo, brand is a
Show
staple
it. Show it.
shrash.
Do you have it out?
No, I don't have my belt buckle. I got it repaired.
Where is your belt buckle?
I was getting it repaired because the prong. I stepped on the prong on the back and broke it. Got
Damn.
really mad.
You got mad and then stepped on it.
No, I stepped on it and got mad and fucking hit it against the wall and broke the prong
When was this?
in Winslow
You
while I wasn't
woke
doing
up?
anything. It's like one of the only things I did the entire time I was there.
Was
Just
break a
destroyed,
thing and get mad.
destroyed a thing.
Oh, fuck shit up. What do I do? Nothing. And if I'm not doing nothing, I'm breaking shit.
If I love breaking shit and doing nothing. I'm a real cowboy. Real cowboys Real cowboys smoke so much fucking pot, as I've been educated.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. That
People
your
are
YouTube-
retarded, dude.
So dumb.
People who comment are the people who comment on shit, unless it's any of our YouTube,
Yeah.
are the most brain dead fucking people ever.
Well, also they're trying to like be hateful, but all it ends up doing is
Boosting, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
like,
you're just
"All right, thank you."
being helpful.
Yeah.
Like even if you're saying
That's
the
what I
most-
was gonna start saying to all the negative comments. Like, all right, thanks. Well, I was doing that for some of my reels.
Thank you
Like,
for the hate.
Thank you for the comment.
You're the best.
But I don't know. It's just like,
That's how you know a reel's doing good is if it gets hate.
well, unless you're fucking Austin Stoudemire.
I'm not bleeping it.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Dude, stop posting reels from open
And
mics.
you need to get rid of that.
So anyway, these Asian twins that I grew up with were very short, and it was always funny to like see them in the hallways because they'd go up to their brothers,
Yeah.
but their brothers are like these Aryan, blonde hair, blue eyed, 6'2".
Why do you keep calling?
Because that's what Aryans are. That's like gives you a pretty good image.
I don't
blue
think
eyes,
that's like.
blonde hair, 6'2".
Is that a real term?
Aryan? I mean, yeah.
Like, fucking like before Hitler or after?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know the. Should we look up?
No.
Leave it up there.
Maybe you can throw in a yes or a no.
True. I don't think he made it though. I don't think he claimed. That would be weird.
I think he
to-
did.
Where
I
does
think he
that?
did.
What does that come from though? Aryan?
I think it's like hailing from like Middle Europe, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like. Good thing I don't really know this.
Mhm.
Isn't that wild? Yeah. Speaking of people who are Bryce Mitchell, dude.
Yeah, Bryce Mitchell. That's fun.
I think the funniest part is that he was like, fucking, I'd take Hitler fishing. He's a guy I'd want to take fishing.
It's like that.
How would you imagine him in his like fucking nice uniform, just being like, wow, it's a very nice day out today, is it not?
The sun is shining.
Wow.
A fish on.
Oh, I've got the fish.
I've got the fish.
He reels it up and it's just a Jewish family. He's like, I know it.
They're everywhere.
We must drain this lake. We must drain this lake, Bryce.
Bryce, drain it.
Like, whoa, Mr. Hitler, calm down.
Calm down, that's just a trout.
He's got a very hooked nose.
Yeah, they tend to have those.
Mm-hmm.
They taste delicious.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that, Mr. Hitler. The Jew stuff ain't too cool.
You gotta ease up on the Jew stuff. The whole other stuff that you're talking about, very nice.
What
Which
was
is the
weird?
quote?
Why do people? Everyone who's like pro Hitler, they're always just like, yeah, he had some points, and it's like he was a fascist.
Yeah, but also everyone, a broken watch is right twice a day. Every single guy has a good quote. What was the quote from the Saturday Night movie? That the guy coming out of the elevator, he said the Hitler quote to the big producer guy.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I thought it was like something for fool. I don't know. This is just a waste now because I can't remember the quote, but
nice.
it was interesting. I think he's got some pretty. I mean, not to. He wasn't a good guy. He wasn't a good guy.
Agree with Bryce Mitchell here, dude.
I just saw he was on.
I mean, he was a really good public speaker.
He's a great public speaker.
Makes you think why they don't translate his speeches, huh? You ever hear a translated Hitler speech?
I think Joe Rogan talked about one and they translated it, and I saw that.
Yeah, like
and he was
recently,
talking
but,
about
like, they weren't translating them back in the day.
No, well, because then our troops would have been riled up in the wrong way.
That's what MacArthur said after he won the war in Europe. He said, "I think we were fighting the wrong enemy." That's a quote by him. Kennedy had a quote that said, "I think in the coming years it will be revealed that Hitler will emerge as one of the as a very misunderstood individual," or some shit like that. These are all other people's quotes, not me. Making that clear. Other people's quotes, not me.
I mean, it is coming back a little bit.
Hitler?
Yeah.
I think everything's making a resurgence if you look deep enough. And then all it takes is one person with somewhat of a platform to be like, and then everyone's like...
Everything's coming back around, dude. No one's having original
thoughts.
Thought. Yeah, original
we're
thoughts
all in this
gone.
fucking soup of like... I mean, we're doing it right now, to be fair.
Yeah.
But like...
It's just regurgitation of other people's ideas.
But how... the guy that wrote Blood Meridian, Cormac McCarthy, we just watched.
Yeah, we just
No
watched.
Country for Old Men.
Mm-hmm.
He has a good quote on it. He's like, books are just comprised of books. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
and
like
it's the same
every
thing.
book
It's
is
like,
based off another book.
I mean, any thought is based off another thought. Is there really any original thoughts? Like, we're influenced. Almost every word we speak is influenced by like a prior knowledge or like prior event, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Some prior knowledge or prior event.
I think that's like the foundation for anything. Is you
Yeah.
use the platform you have, like your understanding you have, to then jump to another place. But I think what we're doing now is just like we're on this level right here, and then we're just bouncing to the same level, different platform, or even going backwards.
I guess, yeah. I mean, it can
But
be
also,
seen
we're
that
moving
way.
forward with men in dresses. So
Oh yeah, that's
I
real
mean,
forward.
if you,
You know what I was thinking about? I was a little stonied last night, and I was thinking about this. I was like, everyone, all like the inventions we've had as of late, right? Not inventions. I don't know how to. Like, it's like society as a whole. Not even society. It's not that. It's like all the shit we're doing to fuck up the environment, right? With like our modern stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, this is terrible. This is bad. There's microplastics in our fucking bloodstream and shit. And then it's like, we need to get, yeah, exactly. I'm not fighting it by any means. But like, people will say all that shit, and they'll be like, we need to go back to like our roots and like original ways of living, right?
Yeah.
But then the same people that say that shit the most are the same ones that are like, but our ways of thinking nowadays are amazing. Men should be able to wear dresses, and kids should get their fucking balls cut off. And it's like,
If
all
they
right,
want.
you got to throw the entire baby out with the bathwater at this point. You know what I mean? Like,
So we have to
modern
restart.
shit's fucked up. That's what my opinion is. It's all kind of bad. Like,
But-
am I doing anything about it? No. But like, I can have an opinion on the matter.
Yeah, well, you're living it.
Yeah, true.
That's how life works.
I mean, it's really comfy and nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd probably
best.
rather.
You know how
Not
nice it
rather
is.
live
You know how
anywhere.
nice it is to wake up and then be able to stay in bed and be thoroughly entertained for an hour and a half just with my phone.
Or the whole day. You could sit
the
in your
whole
bed.
yeah, true.
I did that yesterday. Well, I was a little sick, so it's okay.
Something's going around.
Something is. I
I
hope
don't-
it's the next fucking.
The next
it's
thing
the
that
thing.
wipes out all the other old people.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Oh, dude, I forgot I didn't shave fully.
Oh yeah, you
Still
got
have my
your
patch.
patchy.
And like my one hair right here.
You're all patchy.
And then I got
Nice.
Sunday
I just shaved. I shaved for the first. I feel like every time I shave, I look so different. Like I get all excited about it. Like I'm like I'm so rugged or like grizzled, you know. When I have my gross mustache, like I just look gross, and then I shave it off, and I'm
I
like,
just noticed
oh,
you shaved, yeah.
I look pretty put together when I don't have that crusty ass mustache.
True. I feel like I look nice when I shave the rest of my face.
Yeah,
Because my fucking mustache is orange.
I haven't
And then
seen.
the rest of my fucking facial hair. Right? It is red, right?
I mean, yeah, like a auburn. Is that the right like brown?
It's not quite
and-
brown, but it's not red either.
Yeah, that's auburn, right?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't know my colors either.
It's like a dirty brown.
You're dirty brown.
Dirty brown mustache.
Dirty brown. It's nice though. I like being clean shaven, even though it doesn't take me very much to be like pretty clean.
Shaven?
Yeah, I just have to work the stash, and then a little bit on my chin.
Oh, yeah. I can never get my... All right, what the fuck are we talking about?
I don't know, hair, dude. Who the fuck
Shaving.
cares, dude? What are we like 20 minutes in? Yeah, 17 minutes in. It's
Sunday.
a shame.
Are the potatoes soft?
Mike's
You
making
want a
soup.
break here? I really want to eat this soup.
You really want to eat the soup? No, push on for 10 more minutes. We'll push on for 10 more minutes. Get the soup. Be reinvigorated. Maybe back half we'll smoke some weed, be a little high. Then it'll just be a quiet podcast.
Ooh, I've discovered a new song.
Oh.
You ever heard the song? It's like Sunday and
It's a shame we ain't getting better, but you're feeling no pain.
Yeah,
Sometimes I think it's a
it's
shame.
called Sundown by Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson?
Uh-huh. Or not
My-
Chris Christopherson.
yeah,
Yeah, it is
definitely
Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson?
Chris Christopherson.
My dad used to listen to that all the time.
Chris Christopherson's a man. You ever heard the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald?
No. Sing it for me, please.
Ding, 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 ding. Legend lives on from the Chippewa on down
Yep,
to the
I know
big
the song.
lake they call Gitchagumi.
Yep, I know that song.
The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the ales of November turn gloomy.
I think you would have gotten along with my dad very good. Songs, are
Fellas, it's been good to know ya.
good. You know what I had a thought of the other day?
Uh-huh.
Like how much better music is than like stand up, just
Oh,
like
yeah.
on a scale. Like it's so much. And then my thought behind that was like,
All right, but
you walk out to music every time you go up
Yeah.
somewhere. You walk out to music. No musician
like walks in like,
walks out
I
to
am gay.
Yeah. Well, no, just imagine if they walked
Well,
out.
what's that song? Today's Tom Sawyer need me. Guy.
Yeah.
Who's that?
I don't know who it is,
But they came up to like a South Park clip, so that's kind of comedy, not quite stand up.
But it would be funny if just like AC/DC came out to like a Chappelle bit.
The thing is, music's harder but easier at the same time.
Yeah.
Like
Well, it's way
fucking
easier.
Pick a shitty comic. They can sometimes get a laugh, you know?
Yeah.
If they were like as equally shitty musicians, it wouldn't be like the middle of their song, people are like, oh shit.
Wait, it's good right here.
Whoa.
This part's great.
Ooh, but the end and the beginning are fucking horrible.
But that 15-second riff in the middle, that was music. No. Well, the other thing that's like nice about music is that you can repeat shit all the
Yeah.
time. Once you have something that's good, forever.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same thing as stand up. Like, certain people like certain shit. There's no,
Yeah.
like, basis of music that everyone's going to like, you know?
True, but I also think it is.
Oh, by the way, your mic was cutting out last time, so
I know
don't
because I was fucking around with this.
Okay.
I heard it.
I can do that with mine.
I was
and it
also
never does.
yelling. I was just moving it around. I was drunk, so I was. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. I don't know. I kind of want to jump on the sauce once a week. You know?
Let's do it often.
Huh?
We should do it for podcasts.
Every podcast,
Get
you
drunk.
a little sauced. I could do that. It loosened me up. I feel like I was able to like say shit without having to think as hard.
It's nice.
Yeah, because I overthink everything, and then it never ends up being funny.
The boys are sick, man.
I know. I felt Dayquil. I got some Dayquil.
Is Dayquil what you gave me? Yeah, it
Dude,
helps.
she gave me some.
You're just giving everybody medicine now?
I went in and asked for it. I have some in my room
Yeah, she gave you some though. I'm gonna have to
because I
hit her.
forgot to do it.
Oh,
I
look at your
forgot to
shirt. Show Fred your shirt.
Well,
Who cares?
I'm gonna have to bleep out every single time you say.
Why?
I know. I noticed it. Is that your shirt?
It's my shirt.
Yeah. Do you like wearing his stuff? What is the fascination with girls wearing their guys' clothes? It's fun to wear anyone else's clothes.
But if you wear a fucking dress, I will punch you in the fucking head.
Yeah, dude, I need to get a girlfriend so I can wear her mini skirts on the pod.
I'd punch you in the mouth. I'm not even fucking around. You want to see me get mad
I don't
now?
want to. I don't want to wear a mini skirt.
I'm just saying.
I like how I dress.
Are those potatoes squishy yet?
Squishy taters. I think potatoes, in terms of vegetable, number one.
I don't think it is a vegetable.
It is a vegetable.
It's just starch.
It's a vegetable.
It's like a root.
Part of a complete. Are you telling me McDonald's hasn't been giving us complete meals this entire time? You need a protein, you need a grain, you need a vegetable. Potato, patty,
I think that's
bun.
bullshit, dude.
The food pyramid? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been disproven. You're not supposed to have like any grain, really.
The standard American. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
grain is such a process. That's like the first processed food we ever had, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, most of the grains we've like just genetically modified into oblivion. Like, is it quinoa? Quinoa is one of like the original grains, but I don't think you can process quinoa into bread. Could be wrong. I don't know. But we started like corn, especially is like it's probably one of. I saw something. It's like people think that's the most genetically modified organism on the planet.
What about
corn.
bananas? Bananas, we've done it so good.
I mean,
that
maybe,
it's-
but like corn used to be like this big.
there's only one type of bananas now,
Corn used to be this fucking big and have like 4 seeds on it, 4 pods.
and
No.
we just extended that out.
Made it bigger and thicker.
Gee, well, I mean that's good though. I like that.
Yeah.
God, corn on the cob, dude. You just run through a whole stick of butter
Dude,
like that.
elote?
Just elote. Who made, dude? When Chris Banks for the Thanksgiving thing, you didn't see it, but he brought elote.
Oh, did you get on
and
that?
Nobody. Yeah, he said to both of us, but
Oh.
I haven't gotten a text. I haven't gotten a follow up. Did you get a follow up?
I ain't gonna follow up.
I didn't get a follow. I bet we both get on it though. I don't think it's.
Either way, I'd love
And
to,
then
but if he
another one.
forgets, that's fine too.
Yeah, it's just a Wednesday.
Well, I'm not saying it like that. You can say it like that. Just like if he wants to make a different decision.
Yeah, I'd love to do it. It'd be way better, dude. The crowds there too are
It's just a
great.
Wednesday.
What are you gonna do? Go to bogeys?
Yeah, that is what I'm gonna do. I don't like when you do that. Oh, but the corn. He left
How would I
the
leave all my checks on the ground?
he left the corn and nobody ate it,
Oh,
and so
yeah.
it was in our fridge for like weeks. And then I was taking I had to clear everything
Yeah.
out, and I opened it, and it was just there was mold all over.
Nice.
There's a trail about like this big.
I love leaving
there's
stuff
a
in there
big-
until it's moldy.
I hate because I and then I gag. I don't usually gag. I'm not like throwing up.
Mold won't make me gag.
Really, it's the smell and just the visualization of just like decay
Rot,
and yeah, where it's like oh, it makes my tummy turn. Tell you what.
Oh, my little tummy is upside
Oh,
down.
it's not supposed to have fuzz on it, and it hurts. It hurts me in here.
When your heart?
Well,
actually,
first
it
of all,
hurts you
'cause
in
it's
your lungs
gross.
'cause it's a spore.
Yeah, but it really hurts because it's wasted food, and that means money was spent, couldn't be used.
All right, we're taking a break here.
No, we're not.
Here we
No,
are.
5 more minutes.
Soup break, dude. Soup break's done.
It was pretty good. Thank you. It was great soup.
Fred got a little mad.
I didn't get upset at all.
We all got upset for a second.
I don't think anyone in that situation was upset. I think that was a fun
Dude,
thank you for soup conversation.
It was a good. I think I left the stove on.
No, I turned it off. You
Oh,
did.
nice.
You did. But I got
It's the
you.
least you could do.
It's the least I could do. You made the soup, dude.
Did.
Stirred the pot.
I stirred the pot
You
and then
stirred
stirred
the
the pot afterwards. a
Yeah,
little
you
bit,
don't
too.
stir.
I was a little bit of a antagonist there.
Antagonist, yeah.
I antagonize.
But I thought it was fun.
I don't know. I don't think a little antagonistic behavior is the worst thing.
No, dude, you just want attention. I do it all the time,
Just
especially at work.
It's
I'm the
fun,
worst.
man.
Yeah, just to be a little bit of a
what's
bitch.
more fun than like just slightly pissing someone off?
Nothing.
Yeah.
It is one of the best feelings in the world.
And you're like, I was just fucking around, haha.
Yeah, and when there's zero consequences,
Yeah.
so it's just like they're upset, and everyone else is gonna be like, "Why are you so upset?"
Psh, why are you doing this?
That shit's nice.
Yeah.
And then you get to tell somebody about it right away. Be like, "Hey, guess what I just did?"
Yeah. I don't know. You think that helicopter pilot did that? Just trying to be a little antagonistic.
Yeah,
Sure the plot.
I think there was more of a motivation behind that. Actually, maybe not. He was just in a goofy
You know what
mood.
I heard? You know what I heard?
What did you hear?
I heard that it was a DEI hire, and it was like a woman, black lady with like no flight time on the helicopter.
And it was in Philadelphia, right?
I have no idea where it was.
I thought Trump was taking care of that.
I
I thought he literally said no more DI, but if you're already in, you're in. Your grandfather.
Well, they're not just gonna be like, you were hired on DEI, out of here. I don't think anyone can do that. They can't fire you for no reason.
That's true. You gotta be in there for a little bit of time.
I think there's no more starting now. Your grandfathered in DEI.
That's what I'm saying.
Soon
You
the
don't have to worry
workforce
about
is
it.
gonna be all white.
My mom's upset about it. The new rules. She's got to go into work.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Dude, I remember the whole time she was saying that. I wanted to be like,
Wah.
I thought it was gonna be. My mom's like
I wanted
talking
to, but
to
I was
Mike.
like, just be nice.
It was funny. Well, the whole time she was talking about how Trump was in office, and you're sitting right next to
I
me,
know,
and
and
she's
I
like, "It is just the worst, huh?" And I'm like, "What do you mean, Mom? What do you mean?"
Yeah, you're being a
Yeah.
little fucking stir the pot. I just didn't want to be like mean to your mother.
That's good. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Don't be.
I respect boundaries like that.
That's good. I think most people would. I think
It would be weird if I
given the
treated your
situation-
mom the exact same way I treated
That'd be
you.
fucked up. I'd say something at that point. I'd be like, "Yo, dude, you can treat me like that, but no one
Your
treats
mom
my
comes
mom
to the house
like
and I
this."
just punch her in the eye. I'm
Yeah.
like, what's up? You dumb
JJ,
bitch.
get me a fucking coffee.
Oh, you don't want to go to fucking Starbucks?
My mom would be like, "Fred, why is he doing that to me?"
Dude,
And I'm
I had a
like,
good
"Mom, deal with
Starbucks
it."
crash out the other day. Have we talked about that on here?
Oh, I don't think we have. No,
Dude, the Starbucks crash out was top tier for me.
that was me being a little
We were both-
antagonistic,
we were
bitch.
both-
Yeah,
we
we
were
were butting
butting
heads. Yeah, dude, I went to,
You didn't
Yeah.
you didn't let me get what I wanted, but at the same time I was like, I'm gonna do it anyway.
and I was totally fine with that as long as I stood my. We have to. There's the
So,
other day.
I woke up late to go to the open mics. With
No,
Ulf.
to podcast. We were supposed to podcast.
But then we were
at
even
2.
like, oh yeah, that's right. So I woke up late to pod, and then
So I woke up at 1:00, got everything set up. I'm ready.
Yeah, we were. Well, he makes these fucking.
It's not that hard.
He makes these like he'll be like, "Is 2 sound good?" And I'm like, "I will be here in the afternoon," and then I'll walk out, and then he'll be like, "He meant 2,"
No, and then I say, all right, so 3.
and I'll just walk away and
Yeah.
go home.
And then so I wake up though, and it's in the morning. I've set up, and then you texted me at what time? Like 4?
No, I texted you like 3:30, and I was like,
No way, it was
yes,
3.
it was.
Nah, dude, I'm pulling it up right now.
You
I
didn't
swear
pull
to
it up.
God, it was like 4:00. It had to have been. You think 3?
Do I think 3? Yeah.
Dude, I'll put the line at 45, because I think it's over 45. I mean,
I don't think it was.
I really do.
I don't even know what day that was. Was that 2 weeks ago?
No. Oh no, 3:12. I'm awake. You were right.
Yeah, I knew it. Hell yeah.
I'm awake. Nice.
I was even. Yeah, then I was like, I'm gonna text him I'm awake, so then he'll come get me because he knows I didn't drive over there last night, and it's a block
Yeah.
away. It's a block away.
Easy walk.
Easy walk. But
I've
also,
done
if you want to get this shit done, because it's kind of you're wanting to get it done, wouldn't you come pick me up to do it faster? That's my train of thought. So I text him, I'm awake.
And then you say, "Can you get me?" And I say, 15 minutes ago. What? What am I even mean there?
What did I say? Did I say something snarky back?
Yup. I went, You gonna get me? I said, "Yeah, give me a sec. Unless you start walking." And he went, "Nah." And then he said, "And we're getting coffee." And I said, I said, "No, I'm drinking
Hell yeah.
coffee right now."
Hell
You
yeah.
say, "Okay, then I'm getting coffee." And then I sent a picture of me drinking coffee. And I said, "Start walking."
Dude. You couldn't just come get me? That would have solved everything. If you came and got me right when I texted
No, because I
you.
called you. I called you after this. It was like, "I'll pick you up, but I have coffee here.
Uh-huh.
Like, we can just have coffee here."
That's why. Okay, and then after that, Fred got there and he called me about 4 times, and I was like, "I'm coming down," and I made it extra long because you had already pissed me off with that shit.
I know, dude. Well, I was waiting down there for like 10 minutes, and I set an alarm to like leave you because I was like, where the fuck is he? I called you before I even got there.
I turned and I was like, I'm gonna make this as long as possible, just because. What did I say?
Because I think it was some.
What was it? I'm gonna do this to piss off Fred, like verbatim what I said. So then I finally, after probably 25 minutes of staying up there while you're in the parking lot,
just fucking in the handicap spot, playing music, playing the fucking Wordle mad, dude.
Playing the Wordle. Oh,
I played the Wordle
Did you finish the whole Wordle?
I finished the whole Wordle, and then I started the connections, and that's when I was like, and then I got halfway through the connections, and I was like, all right, this is taking too fucking long, and I set my timer for 5 minutes. I was like, I'm out of here. And then I texted you, yo, I'm leaving in 5 minutes, because I'd already been down there for 5 minutes. I called you and was like, I'm here, and you're like, yeah, I'm coming out right now. And to sit there for fucking 15 minutes is insane. But then eventually you did come.
I did come, and it was right when your phone alarm had gone off, and I was like, "What's that alarm for?"
And then I went. I was gonna leave you.
Yeah.
And then I think that upset you.
Yeah, something like that. And then I was like, all right, time to go to Starbucks.
And I went, no.
And then you started to drive off right after that, and I grabbed the e-brake and
yanked
just yanked it.
Dude, and it made a noise. It went,
yeah, it's a brake.
Oh, so mad.
And it stopped the car like suddenly.
I just looked at you, but I didn't want to give in at all. So I just looked at you and went, and then I clicked it, and then I put it down, and then I kept driving.
And then you said something else. I was like, all right, we're going to Starbucks or something like that.
Yeah.
And you're like,
no.
No. And then I grabbed you by the fucking neck and started shaking you.
Yeah, and then you strangled me.
And then right after that, we come out of the garage.
No. I want to turn. This is good.
No, yeah,
I wanted to turn left to go home. Because I was like, we're getting home. And as I started.
to turn right.
I wanted to turn right to go home.
Because right's like closer to our house, but left you can still get to our house. But left is also the way to Starbucks. So I was like, you're turning left up here, right?
And I went, no, I'm turning right. We're going home.
And then by the stroke of God, and I was like so happy about it, a car pulled up, and it's like a 1-lane alleyway. Yeah. And I was like, oh, looks like we got to turn left now.
Dude,
I was like, oh, looks like you got to turn left. You got to turn left now.
I was so mad. And I was like, fucking, I know. I think I said, fucking, I know, dude.
Then we turned left, and we're going down the alleyway. And then it's like,
no, before that though, you after you pulled the brake.
Yeah.
I went up after you choked me. You go, so we're going to Starbucks, and I went no, and then you punched me.
No. That's what I was gonna get to. We drove down the alleyway because you were stopped when I punched you. I remembered that. Or it's like right before we stopped, but it was after we turned from the car.
Okay.
Because I was like, we're going to Starbucks, right? Or I was like, all right, take a right, go to Starbucks. And you're like, no. And I was like, all right, you got to turn. I think I grabbed the wheel even.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, I'm not going.
No, don't
so
do
then
that.
we stopped there, and then I fucking punched him in the shoulder.
Yeah, you hit me. Not hard though. This was the good part.
Yeah,
it was
true.
not hard.
And I punched him. I did a combo on his arm, but I would let up with each one.
Yeah, it was good. It was just enough for me to be like, fucking,
you.
it
But
hurt.
like, it wasn't enough to be like,
yeah. So I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I was silent, and I'm driving back, and the whole time I'm driving back, you're just bitching at me, dude. You're like, are you at least gonna fucking drop me off in my car?
Forgot about
Wow, you
this.
couldn't even wait. You know what I do for you? Oh, because you'd fucking
yeah, dude, I hit you with
the day before.
I hit you with I'm such a nice guy to you.
Because the day before you'd wrecked me to do Don't Tell.
I didn't wreck you. I just got asked, do you think Fred could do it? And I was like, Fred could do Don't Tell now. And which is just a show. It was just like me being like, yeah, Fred can do a show that has some people in it. And then so we were driving back. You didn't go to Starbucks. And I was like, you know, it's kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked up that you won't even go to fucking Starbucks for me. It's going to take 3 minutes. You can't even do that for me. But I fucking tell people you can do fucking shows.
Yeah.
Just threw it in your face.
What do I do for you? And I was like,
and I'd buy you a can of Zins. I think I did that too. Well, I didn't buy it. Fucking bought you a can of Zins. And then I
no, the
bought
other
me
one,
an extra can of Zins.
The other one that I
gave it to
thought
you.
was funnier was the you also did the guest spot for the Barstool show because it was Tuesday and we were gonna go to Barstool that day.
That never
and you're like,
happened.
I'm not gonna fucking wreck you for the
Right.
Barstool show. And I had already gotten texted that I couldn't get up. Like I talked to Drake, he'd already told me I couldn't go.
That
and you're
one was
just like,
more. I knew I wasn't saying that one with like full malice, but I thought it was something pretty good to say in the moment.
I mean, I'd already gotten the note, so you
I
saying
thought it was just like something
like,
funny to be like, I'm not giving you this either. How about that? You know what I mean?
And I'm the whole time like, you're right. I guess I just won't go up there then.
I was like, and you won't even drive me to my fucking truck? Because I was like, can you at least drive me to my truck?
And I was like, yeah, I got you.
I think you said no at first. And
No,
then I said all that shit. And I was like, and you won't drive.
You
'cause
thought I was
remember-
going to say no, and then I just immediately said yes, and you were like, huh. Like you were stumped a little bit. And then we didn't talk after that.
We shut the fuck up. We got on the other side of 7th Street, so then we're only like a minute away. And you pulled up to my car, and I got out before the car was even stopped and just slammed
it. And then I opened my car up, and I was like, all right, have fun. And then I went in. Then you came back, and then we watched some Danny Duncan. And by that time,
we were pretty unsteamed by then.
Unsteamed. I think you had to vent to Reese a little bit too, and then after.
Oh
that,
yeah, I forgot you thought that was like a. I didn't even mean it at that point.
Really?
Honest to God, I'd probably even forgotten about it by then. I was just doing that because I always do that. What did I say? I think he hit one on you when you were gone, and then I was just in the mood for him.
You're like, oh,
I gotta get one. There he is, shitty at stand-up guy. Oh, am I right? Come on, give it.
I said something. Yeah, I called one of them out before they even said it. You like something about how I'm not funny, like set up, and I was like, because I'm not funny, and then you went, yeah, because you're not funny, and then and then everybody's like, yeah.
No, I think I went, yeah. I don't know, whatever.
I don't know. It's good. And then we had mics, and then we did the Barstool show, and you got told that you ain't shit because you're only a year and a half in.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was a good one.
That's crazy.
Not even in my face either. That's like
no. So we don't have to say their name.
True,
and it's the exact same thing.
They're not gonna watch this. I don't even think it really matters. It's just like I don't know. I was just trying to make conversation with the person.
Yeah, dude.
I was actually trying to be a nice guy, and like I guess even when I do that, people fucking hate it.
You worked so hard at it. All right, here we go. Oh, a new sign.
It is true.
New points.
But yeah, it's just like I don't know if you thought it was like that bad of a.
Yeah, you just tried to give somebody not even a tag.
I kind of did, but kind of didn't. I just was like I thought it was going this way. And I thought it was funny. I laughed at it, but like,
yeah.
I guess don't be creative.
Yeah. Don't mess with
Everyone's
other people's
always like,
work.
let fucking speak your ideas, speak your mind, and then you do it to someone, me included. I'm just like, fucking no.
Who the fuck?
I had somebody. I would do the same thing. So I
had
guess I
somebody
can't.
the other day try to tell me, give me a bit, and I was just like, are you fucking insane?
I feel bad, like not being like, yo, yeah, I could do that. You know what I mean? It feels weird, like.
I know
like,
you do that in the moment, but then afterwards, I was like, "What are you?"
I've
talking
never really
about?
written shit down though. Wrote shit down that the person told me. You know, unless it's like.
Yeah, if it's good, I do it. Sometimes you get some gems, dude.
Indeed, you do.
Somebody just different ideas. See, it is good. Say your ideas in front of me. How do I get better?
How do you get better? I don't know, man. Quit.
I meant
get
a real job.
Yeah, that might be one.
You think No, you got it.
Oh no, I was just gonna talk about connections. That's what I wanted to talk about.
It's hard today.
What?
The connections, because it's at 12 o'clock. It's been easy for the past 2.
We got like 2.
We got 1.
Did you get them all? She doesn't got.
It's
them all.
hard, dude. I don't really want to play Wordle though, or.
I don't like Wordle.
Why don't you like Wordle?
I hate spelling. I can't even think of a 5-letter word most of the time. I'm like sports, and then I'm like S-P-O-R-T. Fuck.
But it's plural. Oh,
yeah. And what do I do now?
I'm not smart.
And I can't. For some reason, every like 5-letter word that I can think of has double. And then you're like, well, this is a wasted guess.
Oh, I be hitting doubles.
I just need to find a word that I can plug in the first time.
Sauce.
That's yours?
That's mine, but it hasn't been working good for me lately, as of late.
But that's got 2 S's. I'm just trying to like maximize.
Sauce? No, it has a C. You are bad at spelling.
S-A-U-C-E. Okay, S-A-U-S-E. That's how I was thinking. So,
Sauce.
You know what's weird is like
salsa.
That's one of the only things we stopped doing spelling and shit by like elementary school.
Yeah.
So one of the grades, maybe. Yeah, I don't think
you're supposed to know how to spell
sauce
at least by middle school, and if you didn't know, you're supposed to take out the dictionary. You ever have to go through the dictionary to learn how to spell a word? Never once?
No.
I do that all the time.
I would use like the thesaurus to find a good synonym for something I was thinking.
I never opened the thesaurus.
Those are fun. You could be like,
What
Sometimes
word
I would just
means
go
the
in.
Same thing.
I would just go in. Like I remember like our standardized tests. I would just go in, flip to like something, and be like, huh. I remember this is how I found out the word crass. Because I was just flipping through, and it was like synonym for like stupid. And I was like, insane, crazy. I was like, crass. And I remember in that one I used it like 3 times.
To who?
On the
Who's
standardized
being
test.
Oh. Wait, this is like...
This is like 5th grade.
5th grade. Oh,
I got
guess you
boring
did
during the
have-
writing portion of our standardized tests that I can't remember the name of. And I was just like, I'm going to look up a word. And I just looked up that word, and I was like, well, I'm using this 4 times in this 5-paragraph essay now.
I know. That's what I was about to say. You just use the same word over.
The
They're
first one's
reading it
probably
like, this
all
kid
right,
just
buddy.
learned this fucking word.
yeah, like you're going through it, and it's like you use it the first time, and you're like, that's pretty good. And then like you get to the second paragraph, and you're like, all right.
All right. Twice, we get it. He likes the word. 3 times,
Yeah.
this guy just learned this word.
4 times, and you're like, fuck, one of those you even spelt them wrong.
How did you spell it wrong the last time?
You got it right there in front of you.
3 other times.
No, but like all those, the only ones I like doing the crossword with you, the mini crossword.
Oh, yeah. The
But
mini's
just because
fun.
like,
You know all the words?
no, like you know the shit I don't know, and then I can be like, fucking, it's spout, retard.
Yeah, dude. Like, that's
I'll be like,
true.
what? It's
I'd be like,
benevolent.
benevolence way too big of a word, dude.
For the mini, yeah, you're probably right. I be knowing words, don't know how to spell them.
I mean, that's in our profession. That's all you really got to know how to do.
Fair.
Yeah, you don't got to spell it.
I feel like I overuse some words, but I think we all do.
Yeah, you got words that feel good. Dude, I'd be doing
Oh, yeah,
dude.
yeah. I'm talking about like sometimes I'll overuse smart words even.
Well, I never use smart words.
Really?
I
think you
mean,
do
sometimes.
I can't remember the one that you do use.
I don't know. I know the one you're thinking of.
Yeah.
But in the moment, it has to be in the moment.
Fair.
And I have to think of the action that's being done. I can't just pull out big words like that.
I do want. We kind of talked about it earlier, but I do want to talk about the airplane shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just not very educated on the airplane shit.
You know what's fucked up is I was looking at it, and those it's CRJ 2000 or 200 something. I don't know. One of my buddies out of college flew one for a while, but it's like a smaller. It's the 2-road planes that you usually get on, like where there's only 2 rows.
Yeah.
2 rows of 2, like they kind of a little bit smaller than like a average 3 on each side. Like those are just scary kind of to fly in already.
Yeah, well, you feel pretty exposed.
So, and that was towards the end of the flight. And I don't know how long the flight was, but like, if you're already broken into like some crazy shit in a flight, like you hit a hard turbulence,
Yeah.
and then you do something later on, you're kind of just like, all right, whatever. This is like before. You think when they hit the helicopter, they're like, oh,
oh, it's not that bad.
yeah.
Like there was
And then
there's
they
a
hit the
moment of
ocean and
relief. They were
die.
like, I can fix this.
All right, we've already been through this. We're all right.
Yeah.
And then they
When we were way up high, we had so
careen
much
into
time
that
to fix
river.
this.
True.
Yeah, we're not that close to the
You ever
ground.
had anything bad happen on a plane?
Other than like turbulence?
Yeah.
Not really. Oh yeah, one time the landing gear didn't work.
Nice. Up in the air, and they're like, fuck.
yeah. But like, so you couldn't even really feel it. It just like landed, and it was just a little bit bumpier. Because I think it just wouldn't. I don't know what was wrong
Wasn't
landing gear
spinning?
wise. Yeah, or something.
I hate it when they tell you shit that's going wrong up in the air, and you're like, fucking don't tell me. Just
You just
figure it out.
fucking landed. It
Figure
would have just
out.
felt bumpy.
Yeah, like that bumpy landing.
They
I
said
think
they
it's
made
kinda
us all- they
That's
made
a
us-
good thing though, if you look at it. That's like not withholding information. Because I remember one time, and I don't know how true this is, but thinking back on it now, I think my dad was fucking with me. But because what does my dad know about airplanes? Like one time we were on the tarmac, and they're like, we can't leave, folks. Fucking something's gone wrong, so we're gonna replace it, and we'll be right good to go. And then it was like an hour. It was like the first time I'd ever flown on a plane. And the night before, my dad showed me We Are Marshall. You ever seen that movie?
No.
It starts off by there's a plane crash in the beginning of the movie that kills this entire college team, and then they have to rebuild it.
Oh Jesus.
So that's what my dad showed me the night before I went on my first flight ever. And then on the plane, we're like delayed
Haas,
an
you're
hour.
gonna love this.
Yeah, exactly. We were
Haas, are you excited for the airplane?
Look
Come watch
that's what
this.
could happen.
This is worst case scenario.
We all die. Just remember that. No, but then we're on this tarmac for an hour and a half. And then they're like, we're replacing something. They replace something. It's like right out our window, too. And my dad, right before we take off, he's like, it's good that they replaced that, because if we hadn't, we just would have went up in the air and then just spiraled down. I remember being like, holy shit, well, I'm glad they replaced it, too.
God,
But
that
looking
was
back,
so worth it.
looking back on it, I've kind of only just recently thought of this. Like, just now. How did my dad know?
I bet he didn't.
Yeah.
I bet what happened was you were just complaining about how long it fucking took, and he was like, all right,
Shut the fuck up.
shut the fuck up. That saved our life.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what his or he was just fucking with me, because he
Yeah.
was my dad's a very,
He likes fucking with you.
he likes fucking with everybody.
Yeah.
I think that's
good.
probably where I get it from.
That makes sense.
He's a little malicious about it too.
Wow. Breakthrough here.
Pinch,
on the pod.
poke, punch. My dad's big on it.
Oh, wait, so for a while, when you were growing up, you were me?
Oh, yeah, true.
You're just getting stupid fucking...
No, he wouldn't do that. He would tickle the fuck out of me, though. I think I had a joke like that for a while.
Oh, yeah, the tickling joke.
It is true.
Based in reality. That's
Be like,
good.
there's nothing you can do about it.
So your flight, they didn't make you fucking... It wasn't in the air
What wasn't in the air?
when the problem was happening.
No, it was on the ground.
Yeah. When it's in the air, they make you, like, for like 15 minutes, you have to be, like, sat like this.
Oh, you were braced up?
Yeah, we had to be braced.
Brace.
And the flight
after a while,
attendants
I'd be
kept walking by. Yeah, I kept sitting up, and the flight attendant kept being like, hey, put your head down. Put your head
No.
down. And my mom would be like, get fucking...
What if you're just like, no? They're like, we're going to land this plane and get you off here. It's like, fucking please do.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Sounds good. Let's do it. Land the
I'm going to
thing.
stand, actually.
Yeah. Just like,
Fucking land it.
you know how fun that would be if you're like going down?
Yeah.
You could just
It'd be
ride
cool.
it like a fucking,
You know
like
what
you're
I always
Surf's
do?
Up penguin.
You know what I always do when a flight lands? To just be a little bit of a badass.
Clap.
No, no.
You take your seatbelt off immediately?
Mm-hmm.
Right when the plane lands?
Right when the plane lands, I go, and they're like, "Please keep your seatbelt on," and I
You're
go,
like, "Nah."
And I always hit the guy next to me, and I'm always like,
Yeah, really?
"Yeah."
Okay. I don't believe that.
Huh?
I don't believe that.
I do.
If it is, that's the most...
Unless it's old ladies, but if it's like dudes, because I'd be yapping it up with everybody I sit next to on a plane.
I've tried sometimes. I've only gotten one lady to do it when I was in like freshman year of high school.
Oh, I did it both times. If I've yapped you up, that's like my end finishing move.
boarding. Boarding, I'll always bullshit. But like after a while, I'm just headphones on. I'm shutting the fuck up.
I'll do that for a little bit and then I'll get bored. Because Alaska, the flight to Alaska is 5 fucking hours. So I just can't watch fucking TV. So I always watch like halfway through a
You
movie.
don't read or anything?
No. And then I stare at whatever they're watching.
I make sure I
without my
downloaded a
headphones on.
podcast before. At least one podcast, and I have my downloaded shitty country music that I love. And
Just pass out.
no, sometimes I do. I know I've woken up to me like farting loud.
You woke yourself up?
No, like I'll have my headphones on, but I have like the like nervousness right when I wake
Oh.
up, and like my asshole feels like it's just past gas, and I'm just like, oh, I know what I did.
Sorry, guys.
No, I'll just
No.
go.
No one noticed?
I watched my coach. Speaking of shitty landings, I watched my coach one time in college. He was like asleep on the chair in front of him. We always flew like the really budget airlines, so
Yeah.
he had like the seat in front of him, and he was just leaned up against like that with like a pillow right here, just knocked out cold, and we landed hard as fuck coming back to Phoenix one time, and it just woke him up. And he just woke up and he's like, oh, and just immediately started bitching about the pilots. You know what's weird?
Why did the flight attendant not wake them up for that? Like, wake them up, be like, yo, sir, you got to sit up. We're about to land.
Never did.
Huh.
We're on the low-cost carrier, dude.
They still
the
got
budget
it.
ones. They were just like, the flight attendants didn't give a
You
fuck.
should sue. He should have sued.
It wasn't like fucked up, but you know what's weird is like since I went to that plane college, every once in a while, like because we've traveled a lot for wrestling, every once in a while the pilot would be like, Embry Riddle.
I went there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then he'd like shake our hands.
And did he say, do any of you do, are any of you pilots?
And we'd all be like, no, we're all fucking retards. We got one engineer though.
That'd be,
The one
that is
smart guy
kind of
on our
funny,
team.
dude. Like the
Hey,
pilot being
we'd
stoked to
had
see
like
you.
one or two, but it was always like none of the pilots were ever good at wrestling. If I'm
It's
wrong,
because they were
sorry.
trying to be pilots.
Speaking of Embry Riddle wrestling, shout out Stone Aguirre.
Hey.
I almost forgot. I got you. Stone's the man. Stone was not a pilot. Stone was a retard like me.
Yeah.
In fact, me and him.
Business major?
No, but he's actually using his degree. So, and in an aviation role, he works for Boeing. But he was accounting.
Oh.
But he fuck, where was I going with this story? Oh, one time me and him had a class for do you know SQL coding?
No.
It's like a database coding. It's like the easiest type of coding there is. It's not even really coding. Just
Okay.
you just type in commands and it'll fucking output shit if you have a database, right? So me and him went to the first class of that, and then our final, and those are the only ones that me and him attended.
Did you pass?
Yeah, we both got C's.
Hell yeah.
He might have gotten a B. I don't know. What'd you get on this? Comment below, Stone, if you got here. What'd you get on the SQL class final grade, which was like business computing systems or some shit. BA 304 or something.
I did that with my philosophy 101 class.
Oh, I took that in high school.
I took it my senior year of college.
Really?
Yeah, it was just me and a bunch of freshmen.
Oh, nice.
I did not like going, dude, because also you couldn't really distinguish if I were a freshman or
Oh.
a senior, and
then
it just
you get
felt
up, like,
weird.
did they have you introduced because it was a small class?
No, it was a big lecture hall class.
Okay.
But, like,
I only had
people-
one of those. We just weren't a big school.
Yeah, there were probably like 110 kids in there.
That would be like my biggest class.
Yeah, and I would always have to sit next to like freshmen.
Yeah.
And so I ended up just going to the back of the room. Like, I slowly over time went to the back of the room, and then I just
showing
stopped
up.
going.
Yeah, fair.
Which
I was
fun.
like vocal in all my classes, unless I didn't go to them, then I wasn't.
Yeah, just felt weird to.
There's only a few I didn't really go to. And it was usually like the first few years I was there. Because the first year I was there was freshman year, and I kind of just dicked off a lot. And then sophomore year was COVID, so then you'd have like these hybrid classes.
Yeah.
And if you missed 1 week of class, like you didn't see anybody for like 3 weeks
Yeah,
on, 2 weeks.
I think the COVID classes like online sucked though for my learning, dude. I
Oh,
would
yeah.
just wake up and then go right back to bed after I logged in. And
I
have
never had any classes like that. It would be like all independent, and they'd just send in a lecture on video. I'm like, I'm not watching the fucking lecture.
Oh, yeah,
Then I
dude.
just go copy paste into fucking something else. Oh look, they used the same curriculum as someone else. Now I have all the answers for the rest of the year.
Yep.
A plus.
Ding. And then the finals were.
That's
so
probably
easy,
the only
too.
reason I got a 3.0 in college
Yeah, I think
is because I was able to cheat so fucking much.
I didn't even cheat. I didn't have to cheat that much because I only wrote fucking papers, which sucked because you had to write papers.
Did you ever get on the AI train?
No.
See, that was like into my junior year and all of senior year. I was on heavy AI. Someone showed me, and I was just like, oh my God. And then someone was like, I just got busted for doing it. And then I was just like, I'm going to tell this thing to write it kind of stupid and make spelling errors.
Yeah.
Never got caught after that.
Hell yeah. You purposely gave it spelling errors. They were like, oh, he is very bad at spelling. Checks out. And he said, fucking.
Because then if they're like, you've used AI to use this, I'd be like, I know I did not. And then I'd go through it with them. I mean, this is always my theory. And I'd be like, I spelled curriculum wrong right there.
Look right here. If you turn to page. Actually, if you turn to page 4, you'll see that I spelled curriculum wrong.
I did that on purpose.
See, AI wouldn't do that.
Unless you told it to.
Which I didn't.
But I could. You see what
I
I'm
could do that.
How do
And
we
then
know
how
what's
would you
not-
know? How would you know?
Yeah, prove it. No, I'd always be like, write like you're a freshman in college and make a few grammatical and spelling errors. Spelling and grammatical errors.
Also, kind of shows what they're fucking. What would you get? You got a 3.0, which is a B average.
Yeah. Oh, I dicked off
So-
heavy. You know how many classes I failed? You know how many classes I had to retake in college?
How many? Can I guess? Let me
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
6.
Little high. Maybe, though. I have no idea.
All right.
I think it's like 4 or 5.
4 or 5. I only ever failed Japanese.
It's not hard to fail a class when it's all paid for.
Do you want to hear something fucked up?
Huh.
I failed. You know how I'm fluent in Japanese? I took Japanese K through 12.
Uh-huh.
The only class I ever failed in college
Yeah.
was Japanese.
Did you not go to it?
No. The first day of school, I go up to the teacher and I'm like, actually, in Japanese, I'm fluent already in Japanese.
Big mistake by
Yeah,
you.
because I wanted to like show like some sort of
You're retarded.
tenacity. I was 19. I was like, I'm gonna show her I'm good. And then, but I was saying this in Japanese. I'm saying like, hey, I already have I'm a little bit more proficient, but I forgot the words and I ended up saying, yeah, this is too easy for me. This is easy. This is like I could do this. I've already done all of this. And she's like, oh yeah, all right. I'll start grading you the way you want to be graded then. And then for the rest of the year,
God,
dude,
you
I
just
could
dug a
not
hole
pass
immediately.
a test, dude. Every time I got something, it was different.
Oh, nice.
And then so I'm like, I go to her at the end
See,
of the
that's
year.
how you understand how people feel about you now,
Yeah.
right?
No.
This
I
is
went
a very indicative of your personality.
But then listen to this, dude. I'm failing. I go to her at the end of the year, and I have a D in this class, and I'm like, I can't have a D.
In Japanese,
and I
you told her that?
No. I'm English now, and I'm like, I'm so far away from my family, and I start crying like in front of her.
And I just
And
wanted
she's
to
like-
show you that I
she's
could
like-
speak Japanese.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. And she like grabs me, and she's like, doesn't matter. And then I have to
Nice.
fucking walk out, dude. I was like, no way, that should have worked.
I never cried in front of any professors. I kind of wanted to a few times, but I remember, I've probably told this on here, but I had a professor freshman year, this Mexican dude. He was a Mexican immigrant to Canada, and then from Canada he came to America. And then he was geography for me, but I thought it was going to be a layup class. I had 2 of my buddies in there, didn't dig around with them, didn't fucking whatever. We all like did the homework together. Would just grade me so fucking hard. Like you'd have to be like, he'd be like, circle the Mongolian plateau, and I'd go online, and I'd circle like right where I thought it was supposed to be, colored in with coloring pencils, like perfect, and then he'd be like, you overlapped into the border, like barely overlapped into the border of another country, and he's like, it's not there, so this is 10 points off of this. That's like how my grading was. And
He's grading your coloring books?
yes, that was like, most of that class was just coloring in like shit on the fucking map and being like, this is where this is. Yeah, and he would grade me hard as fuck, and I'd be like,
You
towards
drew
the end of it,
outside the lines on this one.
one time I was gone. He didn't know the wrestling team was gone, and it was obviously his fault. Like, I didn't turn the assignment in. I probably should have turned it in a day early if I knew I was going to be gone. But, like, for every other class, it's just, like, turn it in when you get there. You still get that day to work on it, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, gave it to him on Monday. It was due on Friday, and I was like, we were gone. I think even my friends got to do it because, like, they had emailed him, and I was like, well, they emailed him.
Yeah.
I don't have to. And then he's like, I didn't know you were going to be gone. This is a 0. So he would just do shit like that to me all the time. But one day I was like trying to be on his good side, but also I just don't mind doing shit. I was like the first person in class, and I was like, he would always put the papers at the front of the class for like everyone to come get. And I was like, I'll just take a bunch of papers and pass them out to everybody, like where I know everyone sits. Like there's only 15 of us in here. I'll just do that. And he goes, like, everybody fills in by the time I'm done. I go to take the rest of the papers back to his desk, and he goes, like, in a loud enough tone for everyone in the small class here, he's like, Mr. Densmore, I want you to know that was very nice. That was a very nice act. And he turns to everybody. He's like, wasn't that very nice of Mr. Densmore? And they're all like, yeah, thanks, Mike. And then I like go sit back at my desk. And he takes like this long pause, like lets everything reset, like maybe a minute or two. Then he goes, all right, today I'm going to start class by telling you I never want any of you in here to call me nice. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't ever call me nice. I personally think nice people are, I don't know a nice way of saying this, but retarded. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And then just went on with the rest of the lecture. And it might have been the same day or pretty close to it, but one day he's like, why does everyone, because it's like geography talk. So it's not like, we're not just talking like geography. He's also just bullshitting most of the class.
Yeah.
He's like, do you know why most, he's not a PowerPoint guy. He'd just be like, we're talking about Mexico today. So we're talking about Mexico. And he's like, why do you guys think, and no one would talk in this fucking class, why do you guys think there are more male immigrants, both illegal and non-illegal, from Mexico? And I was like, well, like no one would answer. So I was answering 90% of these fucking questions. And
So you're the only one talking, and he's still just shitting all over
yeah,
you,
just
dude?
like very.
He just wanted to talk.
I still keep coming back. Dude.
This guy just wanted to talk to the void, dude,
Yeah.
for an hour.
And then I was like, well, I think it's because usually men are like the breadwinners of the family, and they're probably sending money home to their families in order to sustain them because they can get a much better wage just because of the money, like the value of money difference between America and Mexico. That's what I would think. And he was like, can you believe that? What he just said? And then there's this lady in the Air Force ROTC sitting up front, and he was like, Miss Whatever, do you think that women don't work as hard as men? That's what Mr. Densmore is saying. Like, he's like, that is the most sexist thing I've ever heard in all my years of
What was
teaching.
the answer?
That didn't say anything.
You didn't give the
Just
answer?
moved on to the next fucking thing, dude.
Just queuing
Just
it up,
shit on
dude?
it. Yeah, just to fucking tee one
He
off
just
on
wanted
it.
you to be like, because men are, he probably really wanted, men are stronger than women, and he would have been able to, his plot, dude, the whole time.
I guess. Yeah, I felt like he was kind of setting me up when
Yeah,
I
dude.
responded to that. But
Anyone? Does anyone?
One time he kicked me out of class because every morning I had to lift at like, my freshman year, I had to be there by like 5 a.m. Then I had to do an hour-long lift, and then I would go to breakfast, and then I'd have his class at 7. So I'd lift from like 5 to 6. From 6 to 7, I'd shower, go get breakfast, then I'd walk to his class. And I kind of like was struggling to stay awake in his class one time, but I was like just sitting up, biting my fucking lip, punching myself in the face, trying to stay awake. Like I wasn't just this, like
Doing the whole leg pinch, hand in pocket leg pinch.
Yeah.
That was my go-to.
I've never done that one, but sure. But I wasn't trying to pass out in this class, right?
Yeah.
I was trying to stay awake, and then he just turns and he goes, Mr. Densmore, get out of my class. And I was like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean it. And then he was like, no, leave now. And I was like, please, can I stay? And he was like, no, out now. And I was like, all right, see ya. Just got my shit and left and just sat on the bench outside. And
Did you wait for him
no, I didn't
to
say
finish
anything.
class?
No, I wasn't going to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I waited for my buddies to leave because I had another class with them right after. So I just sat outside in Prescott in the middle of winter, just cold as fuck.
How
Like
much time did you miss?
Probably half the class, so like 30 minutes, 15 minutes, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
But he was livid. And I'd always go to his office hours. I went to this guy's office hours all the time.
He just hated you.
Yeah, he just fucking hated me.
You tried hard.
I remember he told me, he was like, I remember one time he was like, yeah, you're probably not like a good wrestler. So like, just use this to get an education. And I was like, I'm trying to. And then he's like, yep, that's all you can get out of this is a good education. And I was like, okay.
Why did you want to latch on to this man so bad?
I just was just like, well, if I get around him more.
He'll like me. Everyone likes me.
And then he told us our end of the year assignment. He was just like, you're going to get this country. You're going to find stuff about it. You can copy and paste everything in there. I do not care. Just give me, like, you have to do these 20 things of, like, stuff in this country. And that's what, like, that's fucking the stuff you'll write about. And I was like, all right, cool. And so I did that. And then at the end of the year, he gives me an F on it. It's like 80% of our grade. He gives me an F on it, and he's like, you copy and pasted all of this. And I was like, it says in the assignment you can do that.
That's
And
tough.
then I had to retake it because I failed it the next semester. And I turned in the exact same fucking thing and got a B on it. Didn't change a fucking thing.
Was it same teacher?
Yeah, same teacher.
Wow. He just did
You know,
not like you.
Just wanted me to earn it. And then I'd always see him at the dog park.
What up?
No, I just would look at him. One of my other buddies on the wrestling team that was older than me, Eli, shout out Eli, fucking hated him too because he was just a dick. He made one of our friends that wasn't on the wrestling team cry one time
Jesus.
in macroeconomics.
What a fun guy.
For real.
Well,
I think that's about it.
yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Bye.
Shout out shitty teachers.
Shout out. Shout out. Shout out Dr. Carreras.
Hey, shout out Stone one more time.
Woo.